KCAL 9 News at 9 and streaming on CBSN Los Angeles. I'm Juan Fernandez.
And I'm Sharon Tay. The president's acting chief of staff dropped a bomb today.
Mick Mulvaney admitted during a press conference that his boss might have committed an impeachable offense. KCAL 9's Cristy Fajardo is here now with more. And Cristy, Mulvaney is walking back his statement now, apparently, huh?
He certainly is, Sharon and Juan. CBS News has learned that Mulvaney's comments blindsided and mystified the president's own lawyers. And tonight, he may be trying to put the toothpaste back in the bottle. An about-face, first a confirmation, then a denial. Acting White House Chief of Staff Mick Mulvaney now walking back this comment on President Trump and a quid pro quo with Ukraine.
Did he also mention to me in the past the corruption related to the DNC server? Absolutely. No question about that. But that's it. And that's why we held up the money. Now, there was a report.
So the demand for an investigation into the Democrats was part of the reason that he was ordered to withhold funding to Ukraine.
The look back to what happened in 2016 certainly was part of the thing that he was worried about in corruption with that nation. And that is absolutely appropriate.
That's what he said during a news conference, stating the administration held up $400 million in military aid, in part to get Ukraine to start an investigation, but said it was not into the Bidens, but rather into a hidden server, apparently referring to a debunked theory that the Ukrainians could have Hillary Clinton's emails. He defended it as common practice.
I have news for everybody. Get over it. There's going to be political influence in foreign policy.
Hours later, Mulvaney issued a statement reading, quote, "Let me be clear. There was absolutely no quid pro quo between Ukrainian military aid and any investigation into the 2016 election." He blamed the media for misconstruing his words and accused them of advancing a political witch hunt against the president. On CNN tonight, LA Congresswoman Maxine Waters lashed out at the contradicting statements.
Well, that's typical of Trump and all of his minions around him. They say what is on their minds, and then when they discover they've messed up, they try to so-called walk it back. So Mulvaney had said exactly what was going on. There was a quid pro quo. Absolutely.
Adding to the fuel, the U.S. ambassador to the European Union, Gordon Sondland, testified before impeachment investigators behind closed doors, saying he was disappointed when the president directed him this spring to work with his personal lawyer, Rudy Giuliani, whose agenda, quote, included an effort to promote the Ukrainians to investigate Vice President Biden. At a rally in Texas, President Trump stayed clear of those developments, but accused Nancy Pelosi of handing out subpoenas like cookies and Democrats of trying to overthrow the election.
Today's Democrats believe anyone who opposes them must be crushed. It's not just like let's win, but the Republicans play a much softer game. They really do.
And tonight, the president confirms that his Secretary of Energy, Rick Perry, is stepping down at the end of the year. Perry is also a central figure in the impeachment inquiry. The president said his resignation doesn't come as a surprise and that Perry is leaving because he has big plans. Sharon?
All right.